Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if this is your first time, welcome. If this is you coming back for more from last time, then welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about reframing your perspective on life and just the way that you view life and like changing it for the better and making it like way more positive than you're making it at the moment. I was talking to someone the other day and I was like, oh, I only have 15 subscribers. And after I'd had that conversation, I was like, why did I say only 15? Because that's like that's limiting language, right? It's actually 15 is a lot of people. So like if you had a physical class of people and you knew that 15 people were coming to your class today, you would show up and you would be excited about 15 people coming to see what you have to say. But I think that in the world of social media, we have like numbers mean nothing. It's only like you have to have 1 million subscribers, you have to have 1 million likes. Otherwise, what the person is saying means nothing, or you can't listen to that person. We validate people by their numbers. And I think that it's very important to reframe that and to be grateful for literally everything that we have. Look at everything that we have as abundant. And then when you look at it that way, it has no option but to grow. So it's like when people have a job, they have a job in a like low-level job that they hate. Let's say you work in retail and you work at a clothing store and you hate it, but every day you go there and you are delightful and you're excited and you're happy to be there doing your job, and everyone knows you, everyone loves you, people ask for you by name. When you do that, chances are that whenever a new position comes up, chances are you're the person that everyone's going to consider. They're going to be like, oh yeah, definitely ask Anita if she wants to do that job. Or so even when you're not there, people are going to be talking about you because that's your personal brand now. People know you as a positive person who is delightful to be around and who wants to be there. I want to read you guys this post that I saw on Reddit. I forgot like the name of the Reddit group, but this post is unhinged and it just speaks to like how entitled people are and like how they expect you to go out of your way for them and like just basically whatever. I'm going to read you this. This is a conversation between a customer and an Instacart worker. Instacart is basically a service where you order groceries and someone delivers them to your house. So this is the conversation between the customer and the delivery driver. The delivery driver says, "Hi Matt, I'm on my way with your groceries and it's showing me that you're on the 3rd floor. I hate to ask, but this is a really big order and a lot of heavy items. I'm not going to be able to carry this up 3 flights of stairs. I will be good for about 1 trip up 3 flights of stairs. I will be good for about 1 trip up 3 flights of stairs. I'm sorry, I'm old. I would appreciate it if you could meet me and help me carry everything up, or if you have kids, you could send them down." And then after a while, Katrina says, "I'm here. Did you get my message? I'll wait a second for you to respond, and then I will need to contact the company to see how they would like to proceed. Again, I apologize. 3 floors with $400 worth of groceries. It's just a lot." Then Matt replies, "I'm here. Hang on. Sorry, I was tied up." And she says, "Okay, thank you." And he says, "Hopefully you didn't already contact support." She says, "I'm on the south end. Is that best?" And Matt says, "Can we just meet right at my door?" And she says, "I'm not able to carry this up 3 flights of stairs. You have so much stuff, especially heavy stuff, and my asthma will not let me make multiple trips. I'd be happy to leave it at the bottom and you could come and get it when you're able to if you're busy. I've done that for customers in this building before. It seems like it's a pretty quiet building. I really do apologize. I just have severe asthma and 3 flights multiple times will kill me." Matt says, I'm sorry, guess you'll have to cancel the order then. I too have mobility issues, which is why I order Instacart. And then Katrina sends a sad crying face and she says, we both struggle. I truly do empathize with you, but I'd go out and get my groceries if I could. She says, are you able to go down any flights? You can't go down any stairs? Matt says, I recently had knee surgery and I'm not supposed to use a single stair for a minimum of a month. I'm cooped up in this apartment. Katrina says, oh yeah, no, not at all. My dad had knee surgery recently. He's 75 and you want to be really careful with that. He ended up having to have it redone for different times. He ended up having to, I think she meant 4 different times. He ended up having to have it redone 4 different times, almost lost his leg last year, all 4 surgeries last year. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. Okay, I need you to tell me, is it the south side or the north side the best? I'm going to try and get these groceries up there. It just might take me a long time to do it. I might have to take a breather in between. So I really need to minimize my steps. So should I use the north stairs or the south stairs? Matt says, oh my Lord, I'm so sorry to hear that. South side is where I generally go. So first he says, south side is where I generally go. She says, okay. Then he says, no, north side. Then he's like, no, sorry, south. I confused myself. And then the side closest to Ogden or Provo, and he says Provo. And that's the end of the conversation. But I just found the whole conversation infuriating because I don't want to hear your life story, lady. You work for Instacart. When you signed on the dotted line to start working for this company, you agreed that you'd be able to pick up people's groceries and drop them off at their door. If that has changed, you need to quit and find another job that's going to meet your physical disabilities. If you're physically disabled, what are you doing working at a job where you have to carry 50 pounds worth of items up some stairs? Now you're making your problems the customer's problems. And then after the customer has to meet you downstairs and carry the groceries up themselves, which defeats the purpose, by the way, because why did I order and pay all these service fees, delivery fees, all these kinds of fees, if I'm just going to have to end up doing the work all by myself? What's the point? And then after that, you're still going to expect a tip, 20% at least, after Matt has done all the work. Katrina's not being fair. And I think this is a thing that runs in this country when it comes to service workers. The entitlement to tips is crazy. The entitlement to, well, I can't do it, you should do it, is insane. And people say, so now in the comments, people are arguing, well, Katrina shouldn't have this job because she clearly is not able to do it. And some people are like, it's life and death. Some people need these jobs or they're going to die. She's not going to die if she doesn't have an Instacart job. She can go work at McDonald's where she won't have to carry anything. She can go work for Uber Eats, DoorDash. They're always looking. DoorDash is always advertising, looking for people. She can go work for DoorDash. Nobody's ordering $50, $400 worth of stuff on DoorDash. She can go work there. First it was she's old, then it was because she has asthma and the stairs will kill her. If your asthma is that serious, you shouldn't be doing a physical job, ma'am. You should be working at a call center. Heck, even that might kill you if you have to talk for too long. If your asthma is that serious that stairs will kill you. Why would you have this job? And now poor Matt has to take 30 minutes out of his day making you feel better about the fact that you can't do your job. He's apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry. He has to explain to you why he's not able to go down the stairs. You're asking him, you're not able to go down any stairs. Why should he have to answer? Why should he have to answer you that? Why would he have to tell you whether he can walk downstairs or not? It's not his job. That's why he ordered the service that you promised to deliver, but are now saying you're unable to do. I think it would have been best for you to send to call customer service so that customer service can sort this out, so that you can lose that job and hopefully find another one, because you're just not meant to be in that position. It's like so entitled that she would even ask, and like that she would make it like Matt's problem. Anyway, tell me what you guys think about this, because I just think it's completely unhinged. Like, are you crazy? Not, even if he didn't have knee surgery, even if he was perfectly fine, he ordered a service and you have to deliver it. Imagine ordering ice cream and someone's like, sorry, I can't bring ice cream, it's too cold for my hands, but I got you chocolate mousse instead, you can have that. Like, stop it. Nobody wants to work with someone that seems like down or miff, or they just don't want to be there. It feels like everything feels like a drag. That drags everyone down with them. Like, nobody wants to be around that. But if you're a person that is excited, positive, people want to be around that, and people want to see you succeed. So they will help you even when you're not there. So that means that your chances of growing and moving on up to a better position is much higher than if you are a person that's just gloom all the time and doesn't want to be there and is just like moping around work the whole time. People aren't going to, when you're not there, people aren't going to be thinking of you. People aren't going to be saying, oh, give this opportunity to this person. They're going to be like, no, anybody but her. Right. And I also just wanted to talk about this because when we diss ourselves, so like I used to do this all the time as well. When you think of yourself and you're just like, oh, it's just me, or like, what do I know, or why would anyone want to listen to me, and like, who am I to say this and that? When you do that kind of stuff where you're limiting your position in life, you are doing the devil's work for him. When you diss yourself, you're essentially dissing God, because God took his time with you, and God knows what he knew what he was doing when he was creating you to be the way that you are. And anything that you then create is godlike. You are being godlike by doing what God put you on this earth to do, is to create things. So when you are dissing yourself, you're basically just doing the devil's work, because you're just like, I'm worthless, I'm nothing, I'm this and that, whatever you call yourself or whatever you say to yourself, whatever like limiting beliefs you have about yourself. And also because our words create things as well. When you say, I'll never be able to do this, consider it done. You will never be able to do this, for real. But if you say, oh, that's easy, of course I can have that job, or of course I can do XYZ, consider it done as well, because when you speak, things happen for you. The universe wants you to be successful. All of us were made to be successful. God wants you to be successful. The universe wants you to be successful. There is a lot of abundance in the world, and it's just for you to grab.
Immortality, take it. It's yours.
You need to decide what you want, and then you need to go after it. Because the thing is, when you do something about your life, I want you to understand that you are in control of your life. Whatever's happening, whatever dingy corner of depression you're in, anxiety is kicking your ass, anything, whatever it is, wherever you are always able to come out of it. And you're in control of your life. Like, this is your life. You're driving this bus. So if you turn left, the bus that is your life will turn left as well. If you go right, the bus that is your life will go right. You're in control. If you're just sitting there, not driving, well, the bus isn't moving. If you're moving, no matter what you're doing, you're moving, you're making things happen, the world is going to move with you. Like, life is going to move too. It's got no choice. When you are making things happen, when you're like hustling and bustling and trying, at some point, someone's going to notice and someone's going to reach out a hand and they're going to...
Yeah, oh,
Take my hand. Ah, come on.
But if you're just sitting there being lame, nobody's going to go out of their way to help you do what? Like, they don't know what you want to do with your life. They don't know what you're trying to achieve. How can they help if they don't know what you're trying to achieve? But if you're talking to people, and let's say you want to be an engineer. No, let's say you want to be whatever, you want to be a dancer. Say you want to be a dancer and you tell anyone who listen, like, oh my God, I want to be a dancer. I want to be a dancer. And every time you see dancers on TV, you're like, oh my God, I want to be exactly like that. And then like, it's just something that you become known for. It becomes part of your brand. Next time someone is looking for a dancer, because people know that's what you want with all of your, like, with your whole heart, someone who knows you to be a good person, a person with integrity, a person of your word, a good person who is passionate about dancing, whenever a friend of theirs says, oh my God, I need a dancer for this event, you're going to be the first person that they think of. They're going to call you up and say, hey, I have this gig for you, because you came up in their mind as soon as they heard dancing gig or dancer or whatever, because that's something that you talk about and you have put it out into the universe. Now, imagine you had never spoken to anyone about it. You had never said anything about dancing. You just kept it in your heart and like secretly wished to become a dancer. Nobody knows. So when one of their friends asks like, oh, do you know any dancers? Like, do you know anyone who can help you out with this dancing thing? They're going to be like, no, actually, I don't, because they don't know, because you didn't tell them. And then you're all bitter and miserable, thinking that like the world is conspiring against you, when it's not. It's just you're not putting yourself in the mix because you think you're not good enough. You're going to wait until you get to star level dancing, then you're going to start advertising yourself. You're going to wait until you're done with your dancing degree, then you're going to put yourself out. And in the meantime, you're missing out on opportunities to market yourself. You're playing yourself. You're telling yourself you're not good enough before you even try. And you're not even you're saying no for the people that potentially could say no. You're saying no for them. So you're doing the devil's work for the devil, because you don't want people to have the opportunity to say no. So you're just saying no for yourself. You're playing yourself. That's what you're doing. And you're dissing God. You're saying God made a mistake when he was making you the way that you are. You're saying that you're not wonderfully made in his image. You're just saying that like you're a loser, and so you're not even going to try. Well, your dreams will come true. If you have dreams to be a loser, that will happen. You'll be a loser. If you have dreams to be successful, that will also happen. You will become successful. I want you to reframe the way that you look at yourself, the way you look at others, the way you view your life, like the lens through which you look at your life. I want you to reframe it and make it a beautiful, colorful kaleidoscope where you view your life as a beautiful thing, a beautiful, successful life that is full of all the things that you want and deserve. And then you're going to make a plan. You're going to get a little journal, get a little diary, and make a plan for how exactly this life is going to unravel and become everything that you want it to be. Write down everything that you want. Write down if you want a 6'5" husband. Write down if you want a beach house. Write down if you want whatever you want. Write it down. All the traits that your business or your husband or your house, everything that you want, just write down in detail what you want and how you're going to make it come about. Because I found that when you write stuff and you like read them and you visualize and you like look at them physically, it makes them seem possible. That's very motivating because they are indeed possible. If you are brave enough, tell me in the comments what you wrote down and like what you're hoping for. Like, what little things do you do every day? Every day you need to be doing something that's getting you closer to your dreams. Every day. Even if it's 5 minutes of research before you go to bed at night, even if it's 5 minutes of prayer before you go to bed at night, just 5 minutes out of your day, you need to be setting it aside improving your life, like actively doing something that's going to improve your life. And that way, you're able to visualize and see where you're going with this. Like when you're able to look at like your goals, like you'll be able to write it down as well. Like, oh, today I did research and this is what I learned from the research. And then you'll be able to look like 3 months down the line, you'll be able to look at all the little things that you learned. Like you'll be like, oh, like 3 months ago, I learned this. And it's going to seem so silly now because you're going to be like a pro. You're going to be like at pro level because you have been putting in the time every day. And then when you put in the time to do what the things that you want, you literally have no choice but to achieve them, because they have no choice but to come true, your dreams, because you're actively working towards them and you're walking physically, emotionally, spiritually towards them. And so you're going to reach them. But if you're just sitting there hoping and wishing, just wishing, well, then it's not going to happen, because what have you done to make it happen? This is not magic. You have to actually do things. And yeah. So tell me your plans, or ask me questions, how I can help, or whatever. Just talk to me in the comments and let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know how you want me to help you. Let me know what you're dreaming about. Let me know how you're going to make it happen. Maybe it will help others as well. Yeah, we'll just like have ideas in the comments. But I appreciate you so much. Thank you again for being here. My name is Anita, and I'm so glad to get to talk to you guys. I wasn't even going to make a video today, but like this was in my heart, and I was like, I have to tell everybody. I have to tell my class of 15 this new like idea that I just had, because I think that when we're dreaming, we think our dreams are so far away, but actually they're not far away at all. They're just like way closer than we think. And when you're thinking of business, you're thinking, oh, I need like $1 million to do this thing. But you don't necessarily have to start at $1 million. You can start very, very small. And before you know it, you're at $1 million. There is abundance in the world. You just have to know where to look. You just know how to find it, and you have to do the research. And luckily, we have so much information right at the palm of our hands in our phones. And while you're falling asleep, you can do research towards something that excites you and makes you very excited to think about. And yeah, so good luck with your dreams, and let me know let me know if something good happens. Let me know how I can help. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.